Bienvenidas a Más que Negocios con Jeanette Salvatierra, un espacio para ti, profesional, empresaria, donde encontrarás inspiración y estrategias prácticas para crear y crecer tu negocio atendiendo a tu bienestar y al impacto que generas en tu entorno. Happy here and now. A frequently asked question is, what is the habit? What makes a successful businesswoman? Although this is a simple question, the answer can be easier said than done. Or perhaps what sometimes makes it difficult is our attitude, our thoughts, our beliefs around a habit, because nobody took the time to explain how to achieve or adopt this habit. You see, since we were little ones, we were supposed to embrace discipline related to our schoolwork, our personal hygiene, and an extensive list of different traits. Then, those will make us good girls. But beyond the moral qualities, what discipline provides to us is as a sure path to achieve our goals, which is tremendously essential in general in any personal life. Marie Forleo is a young American businesswoman. I think she's around 47 right now. She started her business when she was 23. And she is now the CEO of an international corporation for business coaching and personal development. And although she is not well known in the Spanish-speaking world, yes, she has recognition in the US to the point of rubbing shoulders on the league of Tony Robbins and other superstars of personal development and entrepreneurship. Having said this, I tell you that this girl, like many other media classes, work as a waitress, dance instructor, and among other things to pay for her studies in administration and finance. She graduated with honors and got a job in Wall Street. That made her miserable, even though she earned what they say is a high five-figure salary. And despite all that, she decided to leave corporate life and start from nothing in a new venture that was beginning at that time. We're talking around 2000, 1999. The new career she chose was precisely that of coaching. And for 7 years, she couldn't live from it. So she has to take back those student work jobs to be able to invest or to earn a living and then invest into her business. Her business model from the beginning included a high digital component, sessions by phone or Skype. There was no Zoom yet, a show in YouTube, a website, a newsletter, that would make her known and consolidate her in this business of entrepreneurship and passion for what is done. In 2011, Tony Robbins interviewed her and then made her rise to stardom. In 2012, Oprah Winfrey named her a reference to her generation, and those two media endorsements made her known in many different parts of the world, and she propelled to sell her services, books, and lectures. There are many elements in Marie's personal history that are worthy of mention and even study. But for me, what stands up above all is a common factor among many successful businesswomen is constant discipline. This concept, constant discipline, is a combination that is present in the actions of all successful characters in history, from politics, sports, and the arts, down to business and, dare say, in personal life too. But what exactly is constant discipline? According to psychology, discipline is related to achieve or to take the action that will achieve your goal despite the discomfort or immediate cost. In other words, even if it's easier to do nothing, you consciously decide to act. Even using your willpower, you're focused in and do what you have to do. As for consistency, this refers to take a consecutive action repeatedly, habitual, that progressively will build a result or intermediate results that contribute to achieving a more complex final goal. So, constant discipline, we can say, that involves acting repeatedly despite our own desire of immediate ease to get a higher final value. In the world of entrepreneurship, especially at the beginning, it is so easy to feel that, oh, I can't take it anymore. It's common for us to be dubious about something. Do I keep trying? Or I better give up and find me a job as a waitress? Or knock on the door again to my former corporate employer? If we can pass the initial stages and we already have a business running, also constant discipline is precious because this is something that can help us to, for instance, not stop to offer a product because few people know it, or run out to invest on the latest software training or strategy without giving the current one time to work. Constant discipline is what allows us staying focused in our course of action, strengthen the habit like reviewing the budget or even the content plan, although those tasks by themselves can be very tiresome, but which results or application can save us a lot of money and time. How to develop constant discipline? According to the work from a group of experts published in Psychology Today on January 9, 2023, the following are 6 steps we can use, and we can tell you, I have verified that work to foster constant discipline. Number 1, be aware and mindful in situations that keep you or help you keep your discipline, avoiding those that prevent us to follow the routine. For instance, if your goal is to create updated content every day, observe what is the best time of the day to do it. Let's say it's in the morning. So prepare to use mornings to write, not postponing the task for the afternoon. Number 2, identify a clear why. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote in his excellent book, Man in Search of Meaning, those who have a why in life can bear any how. When you have a reason to do something, you can use it as motivation to persevere, to continue, or maintain discipline, even when the situations are adverse to your actions or even to your goals. Number 3, build an action plan. It can be something as simple as a list of activities organized chronologically or project planning using a specialized software such as Notion or Monday Morning. The idea is to be crystal clear about the steps to achieve a goal, to avoid even to consider options or if at all, leave it for later. 4, start with a small action. The idea of constant discipline is constant progress, not overwhelming actions or wanting to achieve the whole plan in one day. That can be unreal and even inconvenient. As with the small actions, we avoid the exhaustion or the overwhelming or stressful idea of, oh, this project is too ambitious or too complex. I just wanted to let you know this is not for me. My favorite example is writing a podcast episode. You start by opening a document in Word. Simple that, right? Then by identify a good title. Then you progress to research about the subject. One or two articles or reference are enough. Start writing and keep writing, even if it's just a few lines, and so until you finish the script without realizing. 5. Avoid or reduce temptations to zero. Everything that distracts you, diverts you, blurs your mind from constant action towards your goal must be blocked. For this reason, it is suggested when you are working or studying online to close the browser and silence all notifications or alarms from email, social media, even phone calls. For example, I must add also make sure that my dog is distracted so he doesn't come to interrupt me to play with him. Well, this is in my case. Now you will know what your other distraction you should cancel in your case. 6. Use the batching technique or create task blocks. The idea is to perform a set of action in a specific block of time and then take a break to relax or do something different. This allows us to keep focus on the task and ensure continuity of ideas, for example, as well as a connection with other areas or people in your life. For example, if you are working on a new piece of jewelry or on a dish on your kitchen, you can work uninterrupted for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break to return a message or a call or have a glass of water. This makes the discipline more bearable, less an obligation and more a choice that allows us flexibility over our time and choices. Finally, I'll leave you with this quote from Marie Forleo. The difference between what happened and an excuse is our discipline. Discipline gets us where we want. Gracias por escucharnos y recuerda suscribirte, dejarnos un review compartiendo tu opinión sobre el podcast en la plataforma donde nos escuchas. Esto nos permite ofrecerte contenido más adaptado a lo que necesitas y crecer, llegar a más personas. Este espacio es producido por Latin Women on Top Productions para JSB Coaching and Consulting LLC. Todos los derechos reservados. Te espero en un próximo episodio y mientras tanto nos encontramos en mi sitio web www.jeanettesalvatierra.com y continúa viviendo en modo agradecido porque la satisfacción con la vida, mi querida empresaria, tiene que ver con mucho más que negocios.